A very, very warm welcome to yet another Kumekucha video. Information and analysis that is very difficult to find anywhere else. I recommend that you subscribe and you hit the bell button so that you receive notifications every time I have a new video. Karibu sana and enjoy.
Where Bonnie was challenging him in public about his sources of wealth. And
when was this?
There was some rally in Kakamega.
That was in
slightly before he moved over now to be the chief campaigner. And he was asking, where did you get all these helicopters from?
Okay.
He has like 7 or 8 in the hangars in Wilson.
Alleged.
NLC report says he should pay.
He has.
Meaning he acquired it. The
deputy president's office has, talked about this, and they said they can still prove that he got that land legally. So is that the same case where they settled out of court that Mutashi case? So why didn't you speak during the Mutashi case? Because it was before 2017. And they even accepted to pay $5 million. So why didn't you speak before? Because Mutashi's case was before 2017. Why didn't you see the perception then? Why are you seeing it now? No. We are talking about a situation where this thing is becoming more and more aggravated, more and more pronounced. And let me tell you, Hussein, these people, they know we're coming. And they know it's just a matter of time. So those people who are living in glass houses had better be very, very careful. When? It was actually aggravated since the second term. The first time they were very, very careful. Even if there were instances, they were a bit... Who? You say war. The people engaging in these corruption things and whatever... You know them. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah. You know them. They are all over, all the reports, NYS, NYS2. These reports are out there for the public to see. No. Some of us, at our own personal level, have instances where we can establish, and we're just waiting to be able to demonstrate. Clear cases, we have records, and some of these people who are even before court have come to some of us with evidence, which the DCI is processing. I'll tell you. Yeah. It started with the nominations. Of the Jubilee Party? Of the Jubilee Party nominations. Yes. The first day, they started creating some commotions in parts of the country, and we made a decision to recall it. So the first day nominations flopped. When we repeated these second nominations, my friend, all hell broke loose. Because some interest parties rigged out highly popular people, particularly in some of our own areas of Mount Kenya and the Rift Valley, and planted the people they wanted. They were able to manipulate the nomination result, because in our areas, all you needed to do was to get the Jubilee ticket. And then you would ride and you'll win with the wave. So there are a lot of people out there who are seriously very... And I watched it. And I was sitting inside. And you didn't... But there was nothing I could do about it. In your second and final term, you become like a lame duck towards the end of the term. Like on the 4th or 5th year. This guy started in the first year. All right? Like there is no one occupying the seat. And Hussein, I don't know about your tradition, but in ours, even if you want to inherit my wife, you don't do it when I'm alive. You wait until I break the bucket and at least my bones crack. You cannot say you're going to inherit my wife when I'm still alive.
What a revealing interview that was. Yeah. Of course, this was the interview last night of David Murathe, the former vice chair of the Jubilee Party, being hosted by Citizen TV Newsnight. And there were a lot of very shocking details revealed by Bwana Murathe. To start with, Bwana Murathe told us that the fiasco, remember there was a very serious fiasco with the Jubilee Party nominations. In fact, they had to be repeated in the run-up to the 2017 elections. Bwana Murathe told us last night that all that was caused by Deputy President William Ruto. Bwana Murathe told us that Bwana Ruto, His Excellency the Deputy President of Kenya, was trying to fix his people in certain positions. Yeah. And Bwana Murathe told us in many areas in the country, all you needed was a Jubilee ticket, and then you'd ride with the wave straight into an elective post, whether it's parliament or wherever. You will also remember that after the cancellation of the first round, when they did the repeat, according to Bwana Murathe, it was even worse. Meaning that actually in the Mount Kenya region, there are a lot of people who are in power, courtesy of the deputy president and his influence and his rigging within the Jubilee party at the nomination stage. This is what Bwana Murathe told us. This is no longer a rumor. This is no longer allegations from Chris Kumekucha. These are facts stated by a former insider. Somebody was there. Now, there are so many other bombshells dropped by Bwana Murathe, but I want us to focus on the ones that really matter, in my opinion. Or rather, the ones with the most impact, because really all of them matter. He said a lot of very weighty and very significant things in that interview. Now, David Murathe kept on saying, we have evidence. We have collected the evidence. We have information from whistleblowers. Some of these people in court have come to us with solid evidence. He was, of course, talking about evidence of corruption. And Bwana Murathe even went further than that. And he told us that some of this evidence is with the DCI, that's the Director of Criminal Investigations. And all this evidence is against, wait for this one, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. Wow! Now, although the Deputy President and the President are one ticket, they are called the presidency, and although the President himself is immune from being prosecuted as long as he's in office, the same immunity does not apply to the Deputy President. Which means, if David Murathe is to be believed, what this means is that very soon we shall see the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya prosecuted in a court of law. In fact, judging by the way Bwana Murathe answered the question about when he's seeking a constitutional interpretation on whether the Deputy President can run for president, when asked that question, he started talking about other ways, other political ways of solving the problem, e.g. a referendum. And so, the way I interpreted this is that the priority is not to go to the Supreme Court. It's not to seek a legal interpretation of what is trying to sell. The priority is the prosecution of the Deputy President. To quote his exact words in reference to this, he said, the wheel is grinding, and it may be grinding slowly. However, I can assure you, it is grinding. Now, I don't know about you, but this is a major revelation. I know we have insinuated the same. I even told Club 1999 members about this plot, I think a few months ago. However, it is one thing for me to use information that I've gathered, using my ways, to reveal something in Club 1999. And it is quite another for a former insider, I mean somebody who's right bang in the center of things, like Bwana Murathe, to come out and state it, on live television. To me, I am still reeling in shock. Because what it actually means is that the dancing around is over. The gloves are off. Meaning that going forward, this boxing is not going to be done with boxing gloves. The boxing gloves have been removed and thrown away. And now it's going to be bare knuckle. Nyama kwa nyama. Now, of course, this has very far-reaching political implications. People resign from their positions to go home, to go tend to their cows, or write their biography, or whatever. However, it is crystal clear that Bwana Murathe resigned from being deputy chair of the Jubilee party to take on another job which is even busier than his previous position. That is very clear to me. And that job Bwana Murathe is doing right now, if you want me to spell it out to you, is to bring down the deputy president. However, like him or hate him, the deputy president, sio kidogo, is not easily brought down. That should be clear. In fact, Bwana Murathe also referred to something else, a recent development, and this is concerning the Weston Hotel. Everybody knew the Weston Hotel was coming down, because the land on which the Weston Hotel sits on, was not legally acquired. And indeed, the National Land Commission confirmed this. How did they confirm that? They said in their ruling that some money has to be paid. What that means is that the way the land was originally acquired, money was not paid. So how do you get land without paying money? Of course, you can get it when it is allocated to you, by the president, which is exactly what Bwana Ruto did. However, an allocation is subject to the laws of the land. And the truth is, this land cannot be allocated, because it belonged to the Civil Aviation Authority, that runs airports like Wilson Airport. So it seems what the NLC ruled, the National Land Commission, was a middle ground. And the middle ground is pay so much money. And so the deputy president has fought to retain his property. It is not going to be demolished. Now, when you consider all the pressure that has been on the NLC, has been on the government and so on, that was a major fight, a major battle. And the deputy president came out on top. Bottom line, it is not easy to bring down this man. Huyu mtu sio kidogo. What that means is that Kenyans are about to witness the mother of all legal battles, closely entwined with the mother of all political battles. That's really what it is. And obviously, this is a full-time job. It's more than a full-time job. And now it becomes very clear why Bwana Murathe choreographed the whole process that led to his resignation from being vice chair of the Jubilee party. That's the only conclusion we can come to. It was choreographed. Make such and such statements. Make sure that your position is no longer tenable as vice president of the Jubilee party. And then resign to do the real job you want to do. It should be crystal clear. Now, there's something else I noticed with this particular interview. I'm not sure if you noticed the same. And that is, Bwana Murathe is getting bolder and bolder and bolder. He is now clearly saying that the deputy president is corrupt, and they have evidence to prove the same. He is also saying the Jubilee party is Uhuru, and Uhuru is the Jubilee party. And therefore, if tomorrow Uhuru Kenyatta decides to move to ODM, you will see Murathe and company there, fully behind the president. Now, I don't know how you interpret this particular thing, what he said. However, the way I interpret it, it means that Jubilee as a party, Jubilee, the party we knew, is no more. The new Jubilee is President Uhuru Kenyatta, period. Now, you'll also have noticed, if you're observing the local political scene carefully, that the deputy president's team has retreated. Some want to call it a tactical retreat. However, based on what Murathe said yesterday, it's not a tactical retreat. In fact, it is a major regrouping in preparation for a major battle. And the battle, as I've already referred to it, is the mother of all legal and political battles the country called Kenya has never seen. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.